Hello, North Shore Alliance kids. This is Miss Jackie, your craft teacher. I've put together a special craft for you that you can do at home while you're there. This craft is going to be a wreath that you're going to make that says, "Do not fear, God is near." Okay, now I will show you the list of all the items you would need to make your wreath. This is a list of the items you're going to need. One of the first things that you need is a large paper plate. The next thing you're going to need is 3 colored sheets of paper, like red, blue, and yellow. And you also need 1 of green. If you don't have colored paper at home, you can use your crayons on white paper and color them and then cut out like I showed you. The next thing you're going to need is a lid about the size of a butter dish. So that's about the size of it. It can fit in my hand. The next thing you're going to need is a small circle. Now you can use any kind of little cup that you might have around that's about that big, or if your parents have prescriptions, the lids off the prescriptions will be a good size to use too. Another thing you're going to need is glue. It can be any kind of glue, tacky glue, white glue, clear glue, whatever you've got at home. You're going to need a pencil, a black marker, and a pair of scissors. And this is all the items you're going to need for this project. So we're going to start with taking your paper plate, and with that, the circle, the big lid. You're going to put it right in the center of your paper plate. When you put it in there, you take your pencil, you're going to draw around that circle, so that what you come up with is a circle on the paper plate. Then you're going to take your scissors and you're going to punch a hole in the middle. If you can't do this, have your parents use a knife or something to pinch it for you. Then I'm going to take it and you're going to cut up to that circle. And then we're going to take and cut that circle out. So you just cut all the way around so that you can take and keep it on the line as best as you can, because we want to make a nice neat circle out of this, okay? So you keep cutting till you get all the way around to where you started. Okay? Now, when you're done with that, it's going to look like this with a circle in the middle. That's your wreath, okay? So we're going to put this aside for a minute. The next step that you're going to do is make your flowers. The flowers on the wreath is what's going to decorate your wreath. So the way that we do that is we take our paper, not the green one, but the other 3 colors, and you're going to take your cup or your prescription cap, whichever one you use, and you're going to take and lay it on your paper on the back side or the front side. Just make and draw, using the cup, draw circles around your cup. When you're done, you've got circles drawn on your paper. You're going to do that on all your papers. You need at least 6 of each color. So draw 6 circles on each one before you get done. After you've drawn all your circles, you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut out all your circles. Now this is going to take you some time, because I sat here this morning and that's what I was doing most of the morning, was just cutting my circles. Okay, so cut on the line. Try and keep it on the line, because there's other things we're going to do to this. Okay, so once I have my circle cut out, then I'm going to take and I'm going to fold that circle in half. Just like this. Down. Zoom in. So I folded it in half. Then I'm going to take that and I'm going to fold it in half again. So you're in fourths now. There's 4 pieces there. Then you're going to take it and you're going to fold it one more time, edge to edge. So that what you're going to look like, you got a little triangle, is what you're going to have. Then with your pencil, zoom in close, you're going to take and make a little V at the top. So everybody should have a little V at the top of your paper, at your circle. Then you're going to take that V and you're going to cut it out. So take your scissors, cut around it, and then cut one side, then cut the other side. And then you got little pieces that are left over that it's going to drop. After you do that, open up your circles. The way you folded, same way you folded them, now you're going to open them up again. So each layer is opened. And then you're going to open up the last one, when it's a half circle. And you've got your flower. That's what you're going to use for a flower. Now you can take the black marker and make a center. Draw a round circle in the center, and that makes the center of your flower. Okay? So now we have several centers. We have several flowers made up. I've already made them up for you so you can see how it's all done. But the first thing we're going to do, we're going to take our magic marker, and at the top here, you're going to put do not fear. You can do it in all capitals because that makes it easier to read. Do not fear. The next part down at the bottom, you're going to say God is near. Now if you want to pause your tape for a minute so you can read this and copy it, that's fine. But that you should say, do not fear, God is near. And you all know out there that God is with us all the time. And as long as we keep praying and talking to God every single day, He's going to be with us constantly. And He's going to watch out for us and keep us safe. The next thing you're going to do after you do the God is fear, we're going to take and cut out of your green paper, we're going to cut some leaves out. The way we do that is make some long strips of paper. So, you fold it in half and cut that in half. If you're using a bigger piece of paper, that's fine. But then you're going to fold it in half again. Both of them. And if you want to, put the white side out so you can see what So your white side's going to be out. Then you're going to trace a leaf pattern, which is going to go from one top down to another, just like a leaf. And you can put 3 or 4 on a page. You need at least 6. You want to draw some more, you can. And the way you can draw some more is just by opening this up and fold this side into the middle. And then the other side into the middle. And then fold it back in half again. And then where the 2 sides come together, that's where you want to draw your pattern. So you're going to make a draw like a leaf on it. 1, 2, and then 3. Okay? And then we're going to take our scissors and we're going to start cutting these out. So you're going to cut along the line, just like that. Now remember they need to be, this part needs to be open on the side you're cutting. So we're going to cut it in the next one. Scissors are kind of hard to work with once in a while, but you can do it. Keep trying. Or have your mom help you out with it. Okay, but try and do it yourself if you can. So we got all those leaves cut out, okay? And then I'll cut these out real quick. Same thing, you're going to cut out. They're going to be a little bit bigger than the other ones. But that's all right. It doesn't matter what size they are. Just as long as you got some leaves to put on your flowers. Okay? The next thing you're going to do then is take those leaves and we're going to put those on first. And you're going to take a little bit of glue, put it on the back side. If you got color on both sides, it doesn't matter. You can put it on whatever side you want. And then we're going to glue them on the edge of the plate so that they stand out to the side. And you want to glue at least 6 or more. Some of these are going to be skinny, some of them's going to be fat. On mine, I probably got a little bit more than 6 because I like to have a lot of flowers on mine. But you can make as many flowers as you want to. You don't have to just stay with 6 flowers. If you want to make 8, 10, 12, how many flowers you want to make, it doesn't matter because this is your wreath and you're making it for yourself. So you don't need to worry about how many you make. You make as many as you want. You know, God created all the flowers and everything else, and it's going to be spring pretty soon. And when spring comes, He makes all the flowers bloom for us. And we got a pretty yard then, and we can see all kinds of flowers all over the place. So that's one of God's great creations that He made. Now, once you do that, you want to make sure that all your flowers have centers in them. So you want to take your marker and put round circles in each one of them. I'm going to just do a few to give you an idea what it's like. So, alright, I've got 3 so far that's got circles in them, okay? Then you can put a little bit of glue on the back side of your flower and you can stick it over the top of your leaf. See, just like that. You're going to stick it on to beautify your plate. And this is what makes your pretty little wreath that you're going to have. Like I said, you don't have to be settled for just 6. If you want to cut out a lot of flowers and put on here, that's fine. Just be sure and not cover your words up, because you want to be able to stick this up somewhere and have all your words up there where you can read it every day. Now, this is the finished article that you made, that you're going to make. And so if you want to, you can glue a piece of string on the back, or you can have your mom help you punch out holes to tie a string at the top so you can hang it up someplace. Or you can put it on the wall with a thumbtack. That'll go right through the paper plate and onto the wall, so that way you can hang it up. And then you can read it every day to let you know that God is near. You do not fear. Okay, you have some fun this week. Find something interesting to do and play with your brothers and sisters nicely this time. All right, bye-bye now.